Hello students, this is your physics teacher Sandeep Tiwari. Hope all of you are fine. Today we will study graphical representation of motion. So what we are doing here, that in the first case we are plotting distance with time. So on the vertical axis here we are showing the distance in kilometers, and on the horizontal axis we are showing time. So this is a graph of distance time graph of a car moving with a constant speed. So what is important here, that the speed is constant. So the graph is a straight line. Okay, so I will show you how the speed is constant here. What we can do, that we can take two intervals, okay, because time is present on this axis, so we will take two intervals which are equal, delta t. So we will take at equal spacing, we will draw vertical lines, okay, at equal spacing. Now where these lines are cutting this graph, we will draw parallel lines to the time axis. So we will get these intervals. So we can see very easily that these intervals are equal, and on this axis we know that we are having the distance. So these are equal distances. So we can say that in equal time intervals the distance traveled is equal. So we can say that the speed is constant. So always when the speed is constant, you will get a straight line. Now I am showing you a different graph. See, I have written displacement here, so it is nearly equal to distance, so no worries about that. On this axis I have shown time. Now see, this part is similar to the graph that I have shown you before. So here we can say that the speed is constant. Now in this part the graph has become parallel to the time axis. So here we can say that the distance is not changing, although the time is changing. So here we will say that the speed is 0. So whenever we are making the distance time graph and the graph is parallel to the time axis, that means that the speed is 0. Here the speed is not 0. So now we will go to another very important use of distance time graph, that is to find the speed by this graph. We all know that speed is distance over time. Okay, so now what I have done here is that this is a graph of a object moving with a constant speed. Now I have taken 2 points on it, one is R and another is P, and from these points I have drawn parallel lines. Okay, this line is parallel to this axis and this line is parallel to this axis. Similarly, from P point also I have drawn parallel lines parallel to the two axes. Now we can say this is one point of time, that is t1, and this is another point of time t2. Okay, now this part we can say is t2 minus t1, and here we can say at time t1 the object has travelled s1 distance, and at time t2 it has travelled s2 distance. So we can say between t1 and t2, at t1 the object is at s1, at t2 it is at s2. Between t1 and t2 we can say the distance travelled is this, s1 to s2, that is s2 minus s1. So to travel speed we need distance over time. So we can say speed is equal to pq over qr, that is pq is equal to this much. So pq, that is distance divided by time, that is qr. So we can say v is equal to pq over qr. So we will get s2 minus s1 over t2 minus t1. So this is how we find speed using the distance time graph. So what we do that we take 2 points, and from those points we draw parallel lines, and then what we do, we get a triangle like this, and we divide PQ by QR, that is S2 minus S1 divided by T2 minus T1. This is how get the speed of a distance time graph. Now another very important thing is accelerated motion, that is when the speed is not constant, speed is increasing. Here we will get a distance time graph which is like this. It is not a straight line, it is a curved graph. So we can very easily verify that the speed is increasing. We will take equal intervals like we did in the first graph. We will take equal interval of times, and we will draw parallel lines from these points. Now we will see that although these time intervals are equal, but the distances traveled, like this is smaller than this distance. Okay, equal time intervals, but the distances that are on the distance axis are not equal, and they are increasing. This distance is greater, this distance is small, and this distance is greater. So we can say this is an accelerated motion. So that's it about the distance time graph.